It is opening day 2030. Our Los Angeles Angels made it to the wild card last year, and now they're looking to do better this year. And we start the season in Chicago against the White Sox. How fitting that my two draft-only franchises play each other on opening day. This should be an interesting season for us. You can see the projections for our season. Moda 50 home runs, Mate 7 WAR. And 86 wins, I think, is entirely too low. I think it's more like 93 or 94 for us this year. We'll see how that works out. There he is, Shane Baz going on the mound. He's our opponent. Derek Steaky on the mound for the White Sox. There's Shane's numbers last year. 33 games, 10 and 15, 4.62 ERAs. Elevated. We all know him from my Tampa Bay Rays franchise earlier this year. Yeah, he can pitch really well sometimes and get hammered other times. We'll see which one we get today. And leading things off, Leandro Santana, our 70s stolen base leadoff guy. First pitch of the game, and that's a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. There we go. That's how we want to start this season. Aggressive and getting on base. That'll bring in Ray Harvey, our 18-year-old rookie second baseman. See how long he lasts at the major league level. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Baz, and he swings and misses and chases out. Knuckle curveball out of the zone for the first strikeout of his career, first out of this game, and that brings in our super stud, Edgar Moda. See what his numbers were last year. Got 1 on, 1 out here, 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball, throw down, and he is safe. There we go. First steal of the season for our left fielder, DH Santana. So now we got a man in scoring position. Full count on Moda. Here's the pitch. And swings and misses on a high floating slider. Must have fooled him on that one, and there's 2 down. 2 strikeouts for Baz early, and that brings in Jesus Mate. A little disappointing numbers last year. Had a lot of stolen bases, but his average was down about 50 points, 60 points. Heading count 1-0. Here's the pitch from Baz. There's a fly ball into center field. McCarthy racing back to the track, to the wall. Leaps, and it's gone! Jesus Mate gets the scoring started on the season with a home run to dead center field, 415 feet. There we go. It wasn't Moda, it was Mate, who seems to hit better in the cleanup spot than he does in the 1, 2, or 3 spots. Check out this replay. Right down the middle, belt high, and he just hammered that pitch. McCarthy thought he had a play on it. See the replay again. He's racing back. He's a Gold Glover. Leaps, thinks he's got it, and it just carries over his head. So, quick 2-0 lead, and another rookie. The trio of rookies. Ricky Garner's going to be up today, playing left field. He's down on count 1-2. Here's the pitch, and swings and misses on a cutter up above the letters. So, Baz strikes out the side, but Jesus Mate gets the scoring started early with this 2-run shot to dead center field. Our Angels get some runs for Derek Steaky early. See what kind of game he's going to have for us. Hopefully we can get more offense than just this. There he is, Mr. Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, MVP, just a phenomenal rookie season, 278 strikeouts. Can he possibly race for 300 this year? Is that a real deal? Can we get 300 Ks? Hopefully he'll have the same win total, maybe drop that ERA a little bit. He is prone to giving up home runs. First man he's going to face is that Gold Glove center fielder, Jake McCarthy. He lacks a little bit on offense. He's down on a count 1-2 early. Here's the pitch from Derek. And swing and a miss on a fastball down around the knees, and he strikes out. And that's how we start game 1 of the season on defense. Tyler Freeman, center fielder, DH. Low batting average on him as well. Full count, though. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 at the letters on the outside corner. Freeman thought that was a ball. And Steaky off to a quick start. So far, every out in this game has been registered via strikeout. See this pitch? Just gassed him at the letters on the corner. Hope to see a lot of that this year. That'll bring in Jeffrey Franks, their second baseman, former Rookie of the Year. He was the other generational player in the same draft that we got, Edgar Moda. Full count on him. Steaky, a lot of pitches this inning. And there's going to be a pop foul ball over there by the opening day logo. Denzer Guzman right in the middle of logo. He's going to have it. That's the first strikeout so far here in the first inning. We've played 1. Our Angels are up 2-0. And leading off the top of the second, Nelson Rada. See what he did last year. To get that batting average up. 17 home runs was a bit of a surprise. We're going to drop him in the order, try and get this Batting order lengthened. Here's a pop fly down the left field line. Nootbaar dives, and he's got it. What a catch. Former Cardinal Lars Nootbaar. Great defense there. That'll go a long way. Not sure why he has a green glove. See the replay. He takes off, makes a beeline, and then head first dive and gets it in foul territory. Excellent defensive play by the left fielder. Didn't take away a hit, but ends up in an out. And I'll bring in Luke Grace, the third rookie in our starting lineup, our new catcher. More of a contact hitter. He's got a good arm, too. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. And a swing and a miss on the slider, and he strikes out for the second out of the inning. All three rookies have struck out in their first Major League at-bat. Now I'll bring in Kalai Rosario. He was hitting around 4 and 5 last year. He's hitting 8 this year. As I said, I'm trying to lengthen this lineup. He's ahead in the count 3-1. Here's the pitch from Boz, and hits him on the thigh. So he's going to reach. So we'll get a man on with 2 outs. That brings in Denzer Guzman. Came up when Nick Lofton got hurt last year and held on to the third base job the rest of the year. 1 on, 2 out, 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Short, got it. Throw to second for the force. And the Angels get a man on with a hit by pitch. Nothing else results of that. So we go to bottom of the second inning. We're still up 2-0. And leading things off for the White Sox, Jake Berger with his second trip back to Chicago. First pitch swinging. Here's a shot into right center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Rada races over, gets the ball back in. Berger's not the swiftest runner, so he's going to stop at second base with a double. That's how the White Sox start the bottom of the second inning. Brings in Lars Nootbaar. Just made that great running catch. Has a little bit of pop. That average is lower than normal. Full count on him. Siddiqui throwing a lot of pitches so far. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 at the knees on the outside corner. That's the first out of the inning. Strikeout number 3 for Derek. That'll bring in Colton Cowser. He's a power bat. 1 on, 1 out. And pitch is low. Gets away from Grace. Throw to third. And Berger is out trying to take the extra base on the ball in the dirt. Told you, Grace has an arm. See the replay. Siddiqui's got a little bit of a wild pitch problem, but a great throw. Strong and accurate right there by Grace. Nice block. Quick throw, and he guns him down. So now the Sox have nobody on and 2 outs. See, Cowser has also won a Gold Glove. He's down in count 1-2. Here's the pitch from Siddiqui. And it's going to be a pop foul over by the coach's box, third base side. Guzman going to settle and have that for the third out. So they essentially go down 1-2-3. Go to the top of the third inning. Santana, Harvey, and Mota coming up. There he is, Santana. Led off the game with a single, stole second, scored on that Mate home run. If you can get another rally going here. Here's the pitch from Boz. And it's going to be a shot into center field. McCarthy on the run, and he'll have that for the first out. Ball hung up just a little too much. That'll bring in Ray Harvey. Struck out his first time. Waiting for all 3 of these guys to get their first Major League hit. We will follow them until they get it. 2-2 pitch, and he chases another knuckle curve and strikes out. So he's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks early. Boz making him look bad. That'll bring in Edgar. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout as well. Even get a 2-out rally going. He's down 1-2 though. Here's the pitch from Boz, and check swing, and they said he went around. Ball in the dirt. They throw down to first. That's the third out. Strikeout number 6 for Boz. As we go to the bottom of the half, we're still up 2-0. And leading off will be third baseman Brian Ramos. See his numbers last year, nothing special. He's down in count 0-2. Here's Siddiqui's pitch, and swings and misses on a fastball down and in around the shins. That's strikeout number 4 for him. A lot of strikeouts in this game. Here's Edgar Caro up, nobody on, 1 out. Remember him from my White Sox draft-only franchise. Hit a lot of home runs in the last month of that whole franchise, and he swings and misses and strikes out. So 2 quick strikeouts for Siddiqui. He's up to 5. Now bring in Ronnie Simon. Has not played in the majors since 2025. They signed him as a free agent. He's going to be their everyday shortstop. Got a full count now. Here's the pitch from Derek. It's going to be a pop fly into center field. Rada, ball's carrying a bit, racing back, shy of the warning track, and he'll have it for the third out. So quick 1-2-3 inning for Siddiqui. And we're going to go to the top of the 4th inning. It's still 2-0 Angels. And leading off will be Jesus Mate. Hit that big 2-run homer in the first. Only runs of the game so far. Got a 1-1 count. Here's a pitch from Boz. And here's a shot into right field down the line. That's going to drop. Right fielder Cowser gets it, throws it back in. He's going to hold Mate to a single, but Jesus starts the season 2 for 2. Got to like that. And he's got wheels. Let's see if he goes on this first pitch. Ricky Garner up. Here's a pitch from Boz. And it's going to be a pop foul behind the plate. Caro doesn't have to move very far, and he'll have that for the first out. Garner struck out his first time and pops out. First pitch batting this time. That'll bring in Rada. Light out his first time. You got 1 on, 1 out. See if they send Mate this time. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a line drive. Base hit down the left field line into the corner. Mate is going to come around third, and he's going to score as Newpark gets the ball back in. And it's 3-0 Angels. There we go. Rada, opposite field hitting. Just drives that line drive down the line. He knew Mate was going to score easily. A lot of speed on this team. That's why we want Rada hitting down here. We'll split up that left-handed combination of Rada and Moda at the top of the order. That brings in Luke Grace. Struck out his first time. Got a man scoring position with 1 out. Down in the count 0-1. Here's the pitch. And it hits him on the left thigh as well. So doesn't get a hit. Gets hit by a pitch instead. So he's on base for the first time. That'll bring in Kalai Rosario, 2 on and 1 out. Big RBI chance here to work the count full. Here's a pitch from Boz, and swings and misses on a slider that backed up inside off the plate. That'll be the second out of the inning. He's prone to those strikeouts. That's number 7 for Boz. That'll bring in Guzman. He grounded out his first time. Another big 2-out RBI chance. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Guzman. It's going to be a shot into center field. McCarthy on the run, and he'll have that for the third out. So we do score 1 run in the inning. That RBI double by Nelson Rada makes it 3-0. But we strand 2 more on base. Hopefully Derek can keep things going on the mound. He's pitching a gem. And leading off the bottom of the 4th be Jake McCarthy. Struck out. Start the game for the White Sox. He's down a count 1-2 now. See if he gets punched out again. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a line drive into center field, dropping in front of Rada for his first hit of the game. See, Derek's thrown a lot of pitches, 47 pitches through 3. We have nobody out here in the 4th. Probably want to keep that closer to 10 to 12 per inning. Tyler Freeman, the DH, steps in. Here's a pitch from Derek. Strike right down the middle, and McCarthy steals second base on the play. So now they have a man in scoring position and nobody out. It's his first steal of the season. Freeman up now with 0-2 count. Here's a pitch, and swings and misses on a high fastball and strikes out, so that keeps that runner at second base. Strikeout 6 for Siddiqui, and that'll bring in Franks. Dangerous hitter here. First pitch to him. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Guzman scoops that. Quick throw to first, and that runner stays at second. There we go. Single stolen base. Got a man scoring position with nobody out. Now Berger's going to come up with 2 out, and he's still at second base. Berger with the opposite field double his first time. He's got a lot of power. Got to be careful. Siddiqui's 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a line drive in the center field, but right at Rada, and that'll be the third out. So there we go. Derek gives up the single, pitches around it. We're going to go to the 5th inning. It's still 3-0 good guys. And leading off, Leandro Santana. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base. Work the count full. Got to get him on, get something going this inning. Here's a pitch, and there's a shot to center field, and that one is not coming back. Long home run for Leandro Santana, 435 feet. He's got great contact. Power is still developing, but he got a lot of that one. It's that farther than most. That's Edgar Mota depth right there. I love home runs at the top of the order. Check this replay. Full count, and he just gets a pitch right there. Belt high and just did not miss. Way out of here. 104.9 miles an hour. So now we're up 4-0, and that's going to be it for Boz. Manager's seen enough. A lot of strikeouts, but he's given up 2 home runs, a double. And we've got to him early just like we wanted to here on opening day. Trotting in and out of the bullpen is going to be Andrew Moore. See his pitch mix there. He is a 30-year-old rookie. Had to look him up. I didn't know anything about him. He has not pitched in the majors at all. So 30-year-old rookie. You don't see that very often. And it's going to be rookie against rookie as Ray Harvey steps in. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. See if he can put the ball in play here. Here's a pitch from Moore, and he does put it in play. He's a fly ball into right field. Cowser drifting back, shy of the track. He'll have that for the first out. Hey, it's progress. At least he put the ball in play. Now to bring in Edgar. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Need him to do something as well. 1-1 count. Here's a pitch from Moore. And it's going to be a ground ball third base. Ramos has that. Throw to first, and there are 2 down. Now to bring in Jesus Mate. 2 for 2 with a single, a home run, 2 runs scored, 2 RBI. 0-1 count. Here's a pitch. And it's ripped past first base, down the right field line, off the sidewall. Mate around first, digging for second. Cowser throws it back in, and he is safe with a double. Jesus Mate, 3 hits on opening day. Gotta love that. Now to bring in Ricky Garner, the rookie, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a foul out. Love to see a clutch 2-out hit here. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Moore. And he swings and misses and chases a pitch in the dirt. Catcher throws down the first. That's going to be the 3rd out, so he strikes out for the 2nd time. But Leandro Santana, big, long, solo shot to start the inning, and the Angels are now up 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And the first man up for the Sox is going to be Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swinging is a smash up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So the Sox get their leadoff man on here to start the inning. Now to bring in Colton Cowser. Definitely has powers. He hit 30 home runs last year, but low batting average. Works the count full. Here's a pitch from Derek. And broken bat pop-up on the infield. Guzman's going to have that for the first out. Severe jam job there. Just ate him up. And I'll bring in Brian Ramos. He struck out his first time. Nasty pitch down and in. He works the count full, though. Man, Sadiki's throwing a ton of pitches. 67. This is number 68. We're in the 5th inning. And here's a ground ball to first. Mota's got it. Throws a second for 1. Mate return. And there you go. 3-6-3 double play. It's one way to cut down your pitches. Pitch count, pitch per inning, whatever. We got nice little 3-6-3 to end the inning. And the Angels still up 4-0 as we go to the 6th. Lead things off, Nelson Rada. Big RBI double his last at-bat. He's down to count 0-2, though. Here's the pitch from Moore. And swing and a miss on a slider. Kind of hung, but he missed it as it ate him up inside for the first out. Now to bring in Luke Grace, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and hit by pitch. Still looking for that first major league hit. Heading to count 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to short. Backhanded there. Simon's throw across, and he is gunned down for the 2nd out. Now to bring in Cly Rosario. He's struck out and hit by a pitch as well. Down to count 0-2. One of our few remaining Rule 5 draft pick guys. And swing and a miss on a curveball. He strikes out for the 2nd time. So that was a quick inning there as Moore was dealing. Go to the bottom of the inning. Edgar Caro, Ronnie Simon, Jake McCarthy will be the 3 guys up for Derek Sadiki. Here you go, Caro. 11 home runs last year. I don't know how many at-bats that was, but probably at least half to 3/4 of a season. He's heading to count 2-1. Here's a pitch, and there's going to be a ground ball to first. Mota's got it. He races to the bag for the first out. And I'll bring in Ronnie Simon, longtime minor leaguer. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch from Derek. And a swing and a miss as that sinker dropped down and away. It's the 2nd out of the inning, his 7th strikeout of the game. And I'll bring in McCarthy, 1 for 2 with a single and stolen base. Heading to count 3-1. Here's the pitch from Sadiki. And it's going to be a tapper to short. Mate charge. Has it. Throws. And he guns him down for the 3rd out. So quick 1-2-3 innings in both halves of the inning. Going to the 7th. It's still 4-0 Angels. And a new pitcher coming out of the pen. Former Angel Reed Detmers. We had a chance to grab him in a Rule 5 draft pick in one of the early years. Get him back, but I chose not to. See his numbers. High ERA, high whip. Denzer Guzman, 0 for 2, is going to be leading things off. If he can get something going against the lefty. Work the count full. Here's a pitch from Detmers. He swings and misses on a fastball at the knees and strikes out. Blows him away with a 95-mile-per-hour pitch. That's the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Santana, filling the stat sheet. Single, home run, 2 runs scored, stolen base. Break the count 1-1. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot into right field. Cowser on the run, and they'll have that for the second out. Ball hung up a little bit. That'll bring in Ray Harvey. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Still looking for that first major league hit. Work the count full. Here's the pitch from Detmers. And takes strike 3 at the letters. So 3 strikeouts on opening day for him. Not a good debut. As we go down quickly again. Got to the bottom half of the inning. Still up 4-0. And Tyler Freeman, he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Going to lead things off for the White Sox. Freddie's been eating him up. 1-0 pitch from Siddiqui. There's a line drive, base hit down the left field line into the corner. Garner races over to get it. Freeman going to have an extra base hit to start the inning. The Sox finally getting some base hits off Siddiqui, and that'll bring in Franks. He's 0 for 2 as well. Big RBI chance here for the Sox. He's down to count 1-2 though. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses on a changeup. That bottom just dropped out of that pitch. Expecting the gas, and he throws that changeup. So now they have man on second with 1 out. Berger up. A lot of power. Be careful, Derek. Here's the pitch. There's a tapper to short. Mate charges. Got it. Throw to first, and he gets the slow runner. So there's 2 down. Runner staying at second. Siddiqui's been able to pitch around trouble. Nootbaar up. Line drive hitter, got to be careful. Here's a pitch, and here's a shot into right field. Rosario on the run, and it's off the base of the wall. Gets the ball back in. Freeman's going to score, and Nootbaar is in with double at second base. So the Sox get on the board for the first time there as he hit the line drive over Rosario's head. See the replay. Just a line shot. Rosario thought he was going to have it. He was already there to play the carom. Nootbaar slides in safely to avoid the tag at second base. So now they're on the board. Cows are up. He's popped out twice. Another dangerous hitter with a lot of power. See guys going in the bullpen. Perez and Foley warming up. Cows are down to count 0-2. Here's a pitch. There's a fly ball into right field. Rosario on the run into the gap, and he's got it. Nice running catch to end the inning. The White Sox get on the board. Lars Nootbaar with the RBI double. Go to the 8th inning. Angels are up 4-1. And new pitcher for Chicago, Angel Zerpa coming in out of the bullpen. Lefty, see his numbers there. High walk rate. First man he's going to face is Edgar Mota. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. There's going to be a high fly ball in the left center field. Nootbaar on the run, and it's 1 hop off the wall. So Mota's going to get his first hit of the season. Leadoff double here in the 8th inning as the Angels try to get some tack-on runs. See the replay. We all know he has excellent power to the opposite field. Just missed a little 1-hopper off the wall. And I'll bring in Jesus Mate. 3 for 3. Single double. 2-run homer. Looking for another rib here. He's down to count 0-2 though. Here's a pitch from Zerpa. And he chases the sinker off the plate and strikes out for the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Ricky Garner. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts as well. Still looking for that first major league hit is also. Full count. Wonder what the prop bet has for the first one of the 3 to get that first hit. Here's a line drive base hit into right field. Mota around third, and he's going to hold there at third. So doesn't get the RBI, but Ricky Garner, first of our 3 rookies to get his first major league hit. Get that ball, send it back to his parents. Put it on the mantle. Hopefully you see more power out of him. Check out the replay. Takes the outside pitch and just drives it. We got a lot of guys that like to drive the ball the opposite way, and that's good. That'll help your batting average. And I'll bring in Rada. RBI double earlier in the game. Got men at the corners and 1 out. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Zerpa. It's going to be a pop fly into shallow center field. McCarthy running on the way, on the run, and great running catch there. And it wasn't deep enough for Mota, so he's going to have to hold at third base. He doesn't have the greatest speed. Now we have men at the corners and 2 outs. Man, we cannot pass up a scoring chance here. Here's Luke Grace 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Need him to find grass somewhere. He's down in count 1-2 though. Zerpa, 23rd pitch of the inning. Here's a shot in left field. Nootbaar a couple of steps back, and he'll have that. So the Sox dodge a bullet there. Angels pass up a possible tack-on run. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-1. On the pen, Darryl Boovey. Sneaky's thrown too many pitches, so Boovey's going to come in. See, he had a really good rookie season. He's our closer in waiting, and he gets to face Brian Ramos, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout to start the bottom half of the 8th here. Ramos worked the count full. Sox have been making us throw a lot of pitches. Here's a line drive down the right field line, and it is fair off the side wall. Rosario gets it back in quick, and Ramos is going to have to hold with a single. Great defensive hustle there to hold him to a single and not a double. That'll bring in Edgar Caro. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Boovey's got strikeout pitch. We know that from the playoffs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a pop fly into shallow center field. Rada on the run, and he'll have that, so the runner has to go back to first. Now we have 1 on, 1 out for Ronnie Simon. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Sounds like everybody today has a strikeout. Both teams. 2-2 count. Here's a pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out on the fastball, so he Ks for the second time. It's Boovey's first K in this appearance. I'm going to bring in McCarthy. 1 on, 2 out. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Boovey, and it's going to be a tapper to third. Charging is Guzman. Got it. Throw to first, and he gets the speedy McCarthy for the 3rd out. So you get a man on, can't get him home. We go to the 9th. It's still 4-1 Angels. And new pitcher for Chicago, Gregory Santos. Way high ERA and whip. Maybe we can get some more tack on runs now. It's not a good season for him last year. And Kalai Rosario, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. And lead things off if he can make contact this time. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Santos. And it's going to be a little jam shot. And it's going to drop in center field for a base hit. So there we go. His first hit of the season. That'll bring in Guzman, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Had some big hits in the playoff series against the A's last year. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss on a circle change that just dropped off the table. And that's the first out of the inning. Nasty, nasty pitch. That'll bring in Santana. 2 for 4. Single, a home run. 2 runs scored. Stolen base. Down and count 1-2. Here's a pitch from Santos. And it's going to be a ground ball. Second base. Franks has it. Flips to second for 1. Throw to first. And Santana's too fast. He beats it out. The play took entirely too long to develop. So now we got a man on with 2 out. Ray Harvey 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. See if Santana steals to get in scoring position. Harvey down on the count 0-1. Here's the pitch. There he goes. Strike. Throw down. And he is safe. Second stolen base of the game. So now we have a tack-on run in scoring position. Check the replay. Gets a really good jump. A lot of speed for being 6'4". Now we got to go ahead or a tack-on run at second. 2 outs, 1-2 pitch, and swing and a miss, and he strikes out for the 4th time today. Just a bad debut for Ray Harvey. Hopefully he'll get better soon. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Angels up 4-1. And out of the bullpen, our closer, Jason Foley, had a stellar season last year. 3-1 with 43 saves and 45 opportunities. Low ERA, low whip. Doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but doesn't need to. Tyler Freeman, he's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. He's going to lead things off. The head in the count, 2-1. Here's a pitch from Foley. There's a high fly ball in left field towards the corner. Garner racing over. Shy of the track. He'll have that for the first out. Really good defense in left field with him over there. That'll bring in Jeffrey Franks, dangerous hitter. First pitch to him. And it's going to be a little flare over third, and that's going to drop into left field for a base hit. So the Sox get a man on with 1 out. That'll bring in the dangerous Jake Berger. Know all about his power. Got to be careful. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a shot to left field. I had to say it, didn't I? I had to open my mouth. And that is a long 2-run homer, 442 feet. And now it is a 1-run game. Sox bats are waking up late in this game. Went from a comfortable 4-0 lead, and now it's 4-3. Come on, guys. We can't blow opening day like this. Good start. Offense did just enough. Siddiqui pitched a great game. Here's a replay of that huge 2-run blast. Just thigh high, and he hit a towering shot into the left field stands. Foley gives those up every once in a while, but he's really not prone to it like Siddiqui is. See this angle? 107 miles an hour. Yeah, I think he got all of it. And I'll bring in Nootbaar. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Drove in the first run of the game for Chicago. He's down in the count 1-2. See if Foley can finish this game off, punch him out. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third base. Guzman's got it. Throw to first, and there's 2 down. There we go. Keep him off base. I'm going to bring in Colton Cowser. He has a lot of power. Could tie it with one swing of the bat. First pitch to him. And that's going to be a little jam shot blooper over short, and that's going to drop in front of Garner and left as well. So now the Sox will have the tying run on base here with 2 outs. Had 2 of those little jam shot hits over third this inning. Now to bring in Ramos. 1 on, 2 outs. Down on the count 1-2. Come on, Jason. Finish him off. Here's the pitch to Ramos. And outside ball, throw down, and Cowser's in with a stolen base. So 2-strike stealing there. Picked a good pitch to go on the curveball. So now they have a man on second base. 2 outs. Full count to Ramos. Tying run at second. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses on the sinker and strikes out. So we barely hold on and win on opening day at Chicago. Bullpen made it interesting there. See the line score? 4 runs on 9 hits. They had 3 runs on 9 hits. Siddiqui gets the win. Boz the loss. And Foley, giving me heart palpitations, gets the first save as we win opening day and get this 2030 season started on the right way. Check the box score. Santana 2 hits, 2 runs, and RBI. Harvey 4 strikeouts. Made 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBI. Mota, Made, Rada all with doubles. Santana, Made with home runs. Santana 2 steals. Siddiqui 1 run, 5 hits, no walks, 8 Ks in 7 innings. Boovie with a good 1 inning, and Foley 3 hits, 2 runs allowed. Big home run, but gets the last out, ends up pulling it on for the save. We go to the other side. They started slow, but everybody but Chiaro and Simon had hits. Berger with a double and a homer. Nootbaar and Freeman with doubles. A couple of steals. Boz, bad start, 4 runs in 4 innings, but their bullpen shut us out for the last 5 innings, but we still got the dub. Now game 2 at Chicago. I'm not going to show every game. We're going to go show select highlights as we chase the first Major League hits for Harvey, Garner, and Grace. Ray Harvey up here in the top of the first. Nobody on, 1 out. Shane Smith on the mound, and there's a ground ball to third. Ramos has it. He throws to first, and Harvey starts his career 0 for 6. All right, that'll bring in Ricky Garner, still looking for his first home run. Got his first Major League hit on opening day. Want that big fly. He's down in count 1-2. Here's the pitch from Smith. And it's going to be a ground ball base hit up the middle, so he gets his second hit in his career. Not a home run, but we'll take the base hit here early in the game. And I'll bring in Nelson Rada with 1 on and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Smith. And runner goes. Here's a strike, throw down, and Garner with his first Major League stolen base. So he's got some wheels. He's not the swiftest runner. He's not the biggest stolen base guy, but he will go. And for a big guy like Santana, he's got some wheels. And he would be stranded there. So now we're going to go to the top of the second inning. Luke Grace up with a man on second, 2 outs. Still looking for his first Major League hit. Newly acquired from the Padres in the offseason. And here's going to be a tapper to short. Simon's got it. Throw to first. And he is out. And that'll end the inning so he doesn't get his first Major League hit. Now he hopped to the top of the third. Man on second, 2 out for Ray Harvey. Still looking for that first Major League hit. Here's a shot to left field. And there it goes. Ray Harvey, first Major League hit, first Major League home run, first Major League RBIs, 415 feet to the left field bleachers. And there we go. Don't have to wait too long for him. Started 0 for 6 for his career, but that first hit and home runner right there, the 18-year-old. Gotta love it. Hopefully that'll break him out of this tiny little mini slump. Check the replay. Yeah, letter high. Jumped on a high pitch and just hammered that pitch. There we go. Maybe that'll jumpstart him. And, of course, getting the rookie silent treatment in the dugout on his first home run. It's like, come on, guys. There they go. Yeah, it's the MLB ritual for rookies. And Ray Harvey finally got that first hit. Gives us a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the third inning. I'm going to be patient with him. We're not going to send him down if he's hitting 150 the end of April. I'm not sure how long of a runway he'll get, but we're going to be patient. We go to the top of the fourth. Luke Grace, our only rookie without a hit in the majors so far. And nobody on, 1 out. It's down in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. And strike in the inside corner. He strikes out looking for the second out. And we go to the top of the sixth inning. Moda walk. Mate strikes out. Garner walks. Nelson Rod up. He singles. It's now 3-0. So Grace will be back up. 2 men on, 1 out. Still looking for that first major league hit. Sees 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out today. 2-2 count. Come on, Luke. Get that hit. Here's the pitch from Andrew Moore. And it's going to be a ground ball second base. Franks has it. Throws the second for 1 on to first. And they get the double play to kill the rally. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Nick York with a 2-run homer as the Sox rally. They've scored 4 runs in the 7th inning off Freddie Lorenz. That's my bad. I wasn't paying attention to his stamina. Harvey gets his second major league hit here in the top of the 8th. Nothing happens. We go to the bottom. Tyson Miller gives up a single to Simon. Ground out. Single by Freeman. Go to the bullpen. Need a new pitcher. Phil Perez comes in. It's the ground out. Now we go to the top of the 9th. Down 2 runs. Nobody on, 1 out. Luke Grace. 0 for 3 with a strikeout, 2 groundouts, including a double play. Still looking for hit number 1 in the majors. Connor Phillips on the mound, and here's a little flare in the center field, actually a little more than a flare. And McCarthy will have that for the second out, and Grace does not get his first major league hit. And we're going to pinch hit for Rosario with Ryan Ward, trying to get somebody on base here so we can get the tying run to the plate. And here's a high fly ball in the left field. Nootbaar backpedaling, and he'll have that for the third out. And the White Sox battle back down 3-0, and they come back with a 4-run rally in the 7th and win the game 5-3. See 2 hits for Harvey, 2 RBI, 1 hit for Garner, and a walk. Steal by Rosario and Garner. Lorenz pitched well until I forgot to take him out, and we blow this game. Now game 3 at Chicago. Still looking for that first major league hit for Luke Grace. We've already got 2 hits for Ricky Garner. 2 hits for Ray Harvey, including a home run. Grace will be up. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Big time contact. His power is going to develop later. He's a little bit skinny. Skinny side for a catcher. Full count now. Here's a pitch from Sean Burke, and that's going to be low for a ball 4. So it's going to draw his first major league walk. Got hit by a pitch in game 1. He was stranded, so now we go to top of the 5th. Grace back up, nobody on, 1 out. Still looking for that first major league hit. 0-2 count. Here's a pitch from Burke. It's going to be a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. So there we go. All 3 of our rookies get their first major league hit on the first road trip to Chicago, so we don't have to wait forever. Now we're just waiting for these guys to get their first major league home runs in the case of Garner and Grace. Get the ball, send it back home as usual. Now bring up Clyde Rosario with 1 on and 1 out in this scoreless game. Here's the pitch. Grace goes, swing and a miss, throw down, and he's in with a stolen base. He's not known to steal very many bags, but hey, I'll take that speed from the catcher spot, so he gets his first stolen base. So Garner and Grace get their first hits and their first steal. Harvey gets his first home run. Now Harvey's on first here in the top of the 6th. Nobody out. Moda at the plate. And he goes, throw down, and he's in with a stolen base. So there we go. All 3 of our rookies get their first major league hits and their first major league stolen bases in this 3-game series against the Sox. There he goes. He's not a big stolen base guy either. He's got a lot of speed, though. Now we go to the Bottom of the 7th inning, and Colton Cowser with the grand slam off Tyler Bremner. Kept him in the game for one. Too many batters. Guzman follows that up with a solo shot next inning, so it's 4-1 White Sox. And that's what the end score would be. Well, we would tack on a run. They lose the game 4-2. Burke gets the win. Bremner the loss. Santos with the save. And the White Sox win this series 2-1 and mismanaged our last 2 games of the series with our pitchers and left them in too long. So we got 6 hits and 7 walks and only scored 2 runs. Mate with a double. Guzman with a homer. 3 stolen bases in the game. Bremner 4 runs over 6 innings. Bullpen did a good job, but like I said, left the starter in too long. And the road trip continues as the Angels go to St. Louis, Missouri, Busch Stadium. Game 1 of that 3-game series. Still looking for the first Major League home run for Ricky Garner. Got bases loaded, 2 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. We're going to follow Edgar Mota as well. He's 4 home runs shy of 100 in his career. As I said, bases loaded, 2 out. Liam Doyle's pitch. There's a shot to dead center field, and that one is gone. Grand slam home run for Edgar Mota. Home run number 97. Just needs 3 more. And they jump all over Liam Doyle early in this game. Angels have 5 runs in an inning and 2/3. Check this replay out. Mota, oh, that was thigh high. Went down and just launched it. Looked like a tee shot on the golf course. Take that, man. And that would be all the offense we would get as we hang on and win this game 5-4. Bowden Francis to win. Liam Doyle lost. Jason Foley his second save of the year as we win game 1 of the series. Check the box score real quick. 2 hits from Mota, 4 RBI. Garner 0 for 4. Harvey 0 for 3 with a walk, run scored. Grace 2 for 4, the run scored. Mate with a steal. Francis 4 runs in 6 innings, and the bullpen did their job. No runs over the last 3 innings. And game 2 at St. Louis. Again, still looking for the first Major League home runs by Luke Grace and Ricky Garner. Here's Ricky. Got 2 men on. 1 out here in the top of the 1st. Batting clean up against the lefty, Quinn Matthews. Heading to count 2-1. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a line drive into right center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Ricky. And that's going to clear the bases as the Angels score 2 here in the top of the 1st. RBI double. Not a home run, but a very productive AB. See the replay. Opposite field power into the gap. Mate flying around the bases. Mota chugging around third. Head first slide, and he's safe. Rosario with a double drives him in. Rada with a triple. It's 4-0 Angels. And we go to the top of the 2nd inning. Garner up again with 2 on and 2 out. Angels up 5-0. 0-2 pitch from Soroka. And that's going to be a ground ball base hit up the middle. That's going to drive in another run. Angels up to 6-0 lead here in the top of the 2nd inning. Scoring a ton of early runs in this series. That would be enough for us as we win 10-2 and a lap for Gonsolin with the win. Quinn Matthews with the loss. And the Angels win the series, taking the first 2 games. See the box score. Santana, 2 runs, 3 walks, 2 hits for Mota, 2 RBI. Garner, 2 hits, 3 RBI, 2 hits for Rada. Harvey drives into Grace with 2 hits, drives in a run. 11 hits in the game there. 3 doubles, 2 triples. Santana with another steal. Gonsolin, 2 runs over 6 innings, and the bullpen does their job. Now we go to game 3 at St. Louis. Still looking for that first Major League home run for Grace and Garner. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning here. Singles by Kirk and Castilla, double by Gurriel. They're up 2-0. Mackenzie Gore on the mound for them. Nelson Rada gets a 1-out triple here in the 6th. Sac fly by Harvey makes it 2-1. Go to bottom half of the inning. Single by Gurriel. Spencer Steer triples him home. It's 3-1. That would be it as the Cardinals take game 3, 3-1. Salvage 1 game of the series. Gore with the win. Siddiqui takes the loss. Gabe Spire with the save. Check the box score on this one. 2 hits for Rosario, 2 hits for Rada. We only walked one time. Rada with another triple. Santana, 3 stolen bases. Siddiqui, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 walk, 8 Ks in 6 innings. But we dropped game 3. Now we have the home opener, this time against the Cleveland Guardians. First time our rookies will get to play in front of the home crowd. Denzer Guzman gets a single here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jose Mate with a 2-run shot. It's 2-0 good guys. Now we go to the top of the 5th. Man on second, nobody out. Moda, 3 home runs away from number 100. Here's a high fly ball into right field. Back is Jordan Walker, and that ball is gone. Edgar Moda's 2nd home run of the season. Kind of a pop fly version there. He didn't really hit it very well. Now he's up to 98 home runs. Just needs 2 more to get to 100. Game projected him to hit 50 on the season. See this replay. It's kind of a high pitch. Got hands under the ball. Got up there and just hit a high fly ball. We'll take that. These Angels jump out to the 2-0 lead. We're up 4-0 now here. Bottom of the 5th. Man on, 1 out. And Rada with a high fly ball down the right field line towards the corner. And it's gone over the short little wall there. Only 331, but we'll take it. 2-run shot by Rada. He's loving hitting down in the order. It's his first big fly of the season. Need that production in the bottom half of the order. Might be a little guy, but he's got a lot of extra base pop. See the replay. Gets out in front, hooks it, and just keeps it fair. The Angels win the game 6-2 as Freddie Lorenz gets his first win of the season. Big win here at home against a good Guardians team. Check out the box score. 2 hits for Mate, 2 runs, 2 RBI and a walk. Moda with the home run. Rada with a home run and 3 walks. 2 hits for Grace. Moda, Mate, Rada with home runs. Mate, 2 steals. Freddie, 2 runs, 7 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. And we go to game 2 against Cleveland. See if we can catch them and both go 5-3. Pick things up here in the top of the 4th inning. A single by Fermin, a triple by Schneemann, single by Peraza. It's 2-0 Guardians. Bader hit by pitch, Valera singles, and they get out of the inning. Go to the top of the 6th inning now. 2 outs, Freddie Fermin doubles. Schneemann singles him home. Those guys are killing us. It's 3-0 now. Top of the 7th inning. Lewis with a walk, stole second. Fermin singles his 4th hit of the day. And the Angels took it on the chin, giving up 15 hits as Daniel Espino goes to 2-0. Tyler Bremner goes to 0-2 as the Guardians even up the series. Check the box score. 5 hits for Freddie Fermin. Just ridiculous. Him and Schneemann had 8 of their 15 hits. A couple of steals. Espino, 7 shutout innings. Our side, 2 hits for Grace, 2 hits for Rosario. No walks, 11 strikeouts. Bremner, 3 runs in 5 innings. Perez gives up 1. Just no offense in that game. And game 3, going to wrap up this series. Angels trying to win this first home series of the season. 4-4 record. Mate walks and steals second here in the 4th inning. Ground up by Rada. Ricky Garner up. Man in scoring position. 1 out. Still looking for his first major league home run. Here's the pitch from Messick. And that's going to be a ground ball past the first baseman into right field. And a runner's going to come around third, and he will score. Knew Mate was going to score with those wheels. And the Angels get on the board first, 1-0. Not a home run, but we drive in the run. Rosario follows that with a solo home run here in the 5th inning. So we're up 2-0 now. We're going to pick it up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 on, 1 out for Ricky Garner. Pitch from Messick. There's a high fly ball in the left field. Running back to the track and over his head off the wall. Throw comes back in, and the runners had to hold up. They weren't sure if he was going to catch it or not. So that is a long single off the wall. Loads the bases with 1 out. Now bring in Grace. He pops out for the 2nd out. Rosario grounds out, and we get nothing that inning. Go to the 9th. Jason Foley trying to nail it down. Gets 2 outs. Fermin flies out. There we go. Nice 1-2-3 inning. And the Angels win 2-0. Bowden Francis goes to 2-0. Messick with the loss. Foley with his 3rd save. And we do get the win in the first series at home. Check this box score. 2 hits for Bader and Valera. Webb gives up no. He left with an injury. Messick had to come in and pitch a lot. So he had a mixed bag there. 2 hits for Garner. Drives in a run. Rosario drives in the other run with a home run. Mate with a steal. Francis 6 1/3 shutout innings, 7 hits allowed. The bullpen does the job for the final 2 2/3. And that'll wrap up a brief 3-game homestand to start the season. Ended up 5-4 in the first 9 games. You can see we're only a half game behind the A's and Mariners in the division. Very tight standings outside of the Rangers. Take a look at our stats real quick. See how these guys are starting the season. Luke Grace, 12 for 34, hitting .353. I told you he had a really good contact bat. The power is just going to develop later. But he's gone nuts since that first series against the White Sox. Edgar Mota hitting .313. He's got 2 home runs. Jesus Mate, .265 with 2 home runs, 4 steals. Nelson Rada, a lot of extra base hits. Driven in 5, hitting .290. Kalai Rosario doing well at the bottom of the order, hitting .280. Ricky Garner's down to 200. Santana's only hitting .167. Guzman 143. Harvey 118. And so struggling at the bottom there, but it's early in the season still. Pitching side, Freddie Lorenz, 1-1, .352 ERA. That's kind of mostly because I left him in for that 1 inning way too long, and he ended up giving up 4 runs. Siddiqui pitching great, 16 strikeouts in 13 innings. Bowden Francis back in the majors, pitching well. Doesn't have a ton of strikeouts, but I'll take the ERA. Tyler Bremner struggling a little bit. Part of that because of that 1 game where I left him in 1 batter too long, but hopefully he gets that turned around. Gonsolin doing really well also. And on the bullpen side, Danny Young, no runs. Perez, only 1 run allowed. Miller, none. Bovee, none. Tyson Miller, .386. Aguiar, Brito haven't pitched a lot. They have no runs allowed. And Jason Foley had a rough opening day, but pitched well since then. Has 3 saves. So good start to the season. Could have been better. Kind of cost us 2 games. We should be 7-2, but we'll just adjust. You can see we have the number 1 team when it comes to speed in the game right now. So pitching is only 11th. That'll get better. Contact and power. Power is down at 24 just because we're not hitting out a lot of home runs at the moment. That'll tick up once we get into the simulation. I quick managed and watched all these games so I could try and get the first hits for Garner, Grace, and Harvey, first home runs. And I'm really interested to see how this team does in the quick sim. And since we don't play anybody but Seattle and Texas, I will probably quick sim all these, Houston, Seattle, and Texas. Do a lot of quick simming to get us through April, get us into May. I'll take us all the way up to right about here, somewhere here in the middle of May in the next episode. But I want to see how the team performs in the sim. We're not going to play every single game. And hopefully that'll help some of our rookies do better. Some people do well when you turn on the camera and watch, and other times you got to do quick sim and just hit triangle and quick sim the game, and they'll do much better. So we'll see how that goes. We are to the first day of scouting, and I'm going to hold that off till the next episode. I've already gone through and looked at some guys and earmarked guys, but before we get into that next episode, I want to let you guys know we are deep into this franchise. I know this is like season 6, right? But we only have this year and next year that we can play and get done before the new game comes out. We're not going to have 5 more seasons to play. We made the playoffs last year, going hard for the division this year. And so we have this year and next year to try and get a World Series before we move on to MLB 26. So I'm not going to be looking for a bunch of 18-year-olds in the draft. We're going to be looking for more guys, 20, 21, 22, that are ready to come up and help us right away. Be guys that can step in for injuries or whatever. So we're not going to be looking long-term for a bunch of guys, and we're picking late in the first round. So we're going to need to find guys that can help out, whether it's relievers, a little bit older starting pitchers, position players that may not have the greatest upside, but they're already in the 70s. So just to give you an idea of philosophy on our draft this year. But that'll be the next episode. As we go through that very first thing in the episode, we'll go through that list and show you. I've already written down a bunch of guys that I'm interested in. And I will show all those players to you and then show you the entire class. I don't think there's any generational players in this particular draft, so that's good. We're not picking at the bottom. But that'll be for the next episode. Hey, if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so the next one goes live. And I will see you soon as we get into rest of the month of April into May and get a first look at our draft prospects. You guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.